Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You can suck me clean. Ha ha ha! Welcome to the podcast. Fuck you. All right.
As you can, I don't know, dog.
Okay. So sorry for that first little soundbite. I was just kind of really feeling it. But welcome to the podcast.
It's a little
We got our normal guest on today. We got Peace Wizard.
Peace Wizzle, the tie attire.
Oh yeah, he's in a full suit and tie today.
Yeah,
Maybe not the blazer.
I had to, people tell me I have a good face for radio.
Had to do it. We got Boatman.
Boatman.
And then we got Buckshot Brax.
Howdy, y'all.
And then you got me, you got Casey, you got Lane. I don't know who I am. Hopefully we'll find out.
He's finding himself through the process of this podcast.
Scientific method.
Yeah, just deduction.
Process of elimination.
It's elementary, y'all.
It's like, I'm not 6'3".
Let's talk about it. So, there's a large group of people going to Area 51.
Dude, yes.
And apparently they're going to talk about Facebook down there or something.
Yeah, I think Mark Zuckerberg said something about going to Area 51 and just having a big Facebook rally.
That's crazy. All the 40-year-old women of the world are headed there, including all of the members of my family.
Dude, no, but yeah, they're going to be doing some kind of raid. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that is really going to happen?
So, here's the thing. John has really put this into perspective for me. So I'll let him explain what his viewpoint on this is.
So,
with the sheer amount of people, with 1.5 million people.
So if 1.5 million people have signed up to do this, even if 5,000 go, that's still not even a full percent of people going. I don't know, and 5,000 people is a lot of people to raid a military base, and I don't know, would the government shoot down 5,000 people?
Could we handle finding aliens?
No, we couldn't.
Dude,
I don't think we could. It would destroy religion. It'd destroy every facet of our existence.
That. I don't think it would do that.
It's interesting that you say that. I feel like it would have a very large implication in...
No, it would entirely shift our paradigm
things of theology,
our own existence.
Oh no, I know it would do that, but I don't know if it would completely cripple religion. I definitely think it would.
It would develop new religions.
The flying spaghetti monster in the sky. Everyone's like, "Told you."
First question is: are the Scientologists right? Are they correct?
Nah,
did they get it?
Nah.
Dude, have you ever listened to the Leah Remini podcast?
No, I have not.
With Joe Rogan. Dude, she talks about how you get to these. There's levels in. There's levels when it comes to.
The Diamond Club.
No, Scientology. You're you pay money and everything, and you just go up levels basically from donating. And she said that they're there every day. It's they drop out of school and they go to fucking Scientology shit.
Oh, it's a cult for sure.
Yeah, it's a for sure cult, but it's still a religion,
Would you say that all religions are cult-esque though?
Nah,
dude,
not really.
Think about it. Over 500 people at World Outreach, maybe more than that, get in an auditorium and just sing to something that they have no visual representation that it's there.
I don't know.
Think about
I think
that.
That's a bit of
our God is a loving God. And there's, I don't know, man. Just sit down and think about a lot of people just sitting and singing and looking at one screen. It's weird to me. But then again, I'm not religious, so maybe to most people that, or the idea of everyone praying at once, or drinking wine, for communion, which I get the importance of that, but it's still, y'all are all acting as one drinking, so it's weird.
I see
it's
how you
cult-esque.
I could see how you say this. I could see how you come to that. Just.
No, it's not as malevolent as did I pronounce that right?
Malevolent, you did.
Okay. I don't think religions are malevolent in that cults, but it's still cult-esque.
I can see. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. But with Scientology, she got to the top level, and is basically said, yeah, everything we told you is like kind of bullshit. It's like,
So, wait, at that point, was she like, damn, I've been involved in a bunch of bullshit, or...
it's like, it's not like they said like, yeah, we're lying to you, we're all bullshitting. It's more like, yo, everything we kind of told you before is kind of bullshit, but like this is really the truth right here. And it's just like, bro, what?
Yeah,
And-
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Yeah, she said after that, she's like, that was like really the beginning of the end for me, like with Scientology and all that.
Damn.
But so it's a little late, like a month and a half later. But Bonnaroo, like, what the fuck did y'all think?
So, what did we do at Bonnaroo? I think we got quite a few things done. Well, I know we caught some serious rail for Juice World.
That happened. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Juice World.
Snap or
So who was
video
y'all's favorite
going on right now.
artist? That's
Yeah,
the real
what-
question.
Who'd y'all like seeing at Bonnaroo?
Oh,
Yeah.
Juice.
Juice,
Hands down.
for
Yeah.
sure, was the best. I think it was also a lot of fun to see Fish before they finally went out.
Yo, how was Childish Gambino?
So we didn't see a lot of their set. We didn't see a lot of his set. I understand Childish Gambino's Donald Glover. It's because something came up.
Y'all
His
were-
boner. No, I'm fucking around.
No, Sailor was completely like fine to be at Childish Gambino. He just didn't leave me because I was not okay. And I'm not gonna digress.
No,
or-
go ahead, let us know. Who cares?
So I may have tripped a tab of acid.
bro? Hey,
And when I was out there tripping,
Wait, the drug?
no,
no, like for Loco, it's like a drink.
it's
Oh,
it's a drink.
okay,
you-
cool.
Yeah.
They call it Lucy, I think. Continue.
And
I hate you.
I was in the middle of Cinnaru. I was just, feeling good, feeling drunk, or know,
no, you're
some-
off a tab.
Go off.
some degree of that. And
He was fucked up, y'all.
I just saw the grass start swaying in the wind. And I saw it kind of start to grow around my feet. And I looked at Sailor and I said, we need to leave. We need to leave. Like, whatever we knew, we need to leave right now.
You were like, fuck, I gotta go.
Dude, I went into a porta potty. And I'll never forget, this was the most vivid thought I had.
The shit ate you.
You were in the
The
you were in the
mounds
TARDIS.
of shit were so high. I literally thought it was growing when I was tripping. I was like, oh my God, the shit's getting bigger. And I somehow, on a tab, managed to
Wipe your ass clean, hopefully.
use the restroom in full and
To completion.
got back to the campsite.
That's always best to complete.
And I just laid down for a little bit. That was good. Called Corolla. We talked on the phone for a little bit.
I'm like, yeah, I'm missing the Childish set right now.
Yeah,
no big deal.
tripping Mad Duckets. You know how it
Dude,
does.
I would have cried, though.
It was
We heard
pretty
it.
cool from far away.
So like, how was it? Like the experience this year, was it better than
My
previous
favorite.
years?
Oh, definitely.
Really?
Yes.
Favorite.
The weather was perfect. It wasn't. It's
Dude.
always been hot as hell, but this year it wasn't too bad.
I
at
was
all.
pissed, bro. Do you know how pissed I was? I was walking out of work at like 2 p.m. And for those who don't know, I really wanted to go to Rue this year. I just couldn't afford it. I walked out of work at like 2 p.m. on like one of the Rue days, and I was like, fuck those guys, man. It feels so good out. They got so lucky. I
Dude,
talked
we
to-
should have linked up.
Dude, we should have. I'm sorry.
It's upsetting. It's all good. But anyways, what were you saying?
One of the guys at my work, he told me that it was his 10th year going to Bonnaroo. And I was like, bro, you got to tell me, how was the weather compared to like all the other years? He's like, this was easily the best year I've been. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, bro. Like I walked in the back, I was like shaking. I was like, I'm hot. Because I really wanted to go this year, and I knew y'all were like, dude, this weather is fucking tits. And, like,
Because, bro, it was straight titties. The
it was like
entire
75
time.
degrees
We
with a
respect
breeze.
women on this podcast. I want that to be known.
We are using titties as an adjective to
As an amazing
describe
connotation.
similarly to the word amazing. So I hope we don't offend anybody out there when we say something as close to titties. Save the titties. Come on.
Hey, come on now. So, other than Juice World, What was y'all's favorite? Like,
So we tore up some good sets. I think my favorite EDM set, me and Sailor got to see like the last 30 minutes of 12th Planet, and that was hype. He threw some hard bass. There's a bunch of people on Thursday we didn't know at the other stage, but threw some great bass in our face. Man, I'm trying
sounds
to think.
hella sus.
Little Dicky was fun. He was pretty goofy. I don't want people to think I only went to rappers. Hippocampus was good.
What about Lonely Island?
The Lonely
yes.
Island? Oh my goodness.
Oh, they were there?
How could I
Mhm.
forget?
Bro, don't even get me started.
It was. It never. Did you go to that with me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
That's
us-
what
yeah.
I thought.
You're telling me Andy Samberg was at
Oh, yeah.
Bonnaroo.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so
Oh, who
pissed.
else did they bring out? What's his name?
They brought out the voice of Jerry off Rick and Morty, Chris Pratt. No, not Chris
No,
Pratt.
Chris Parnell.
Chris Parnell.
There
Parnell,
you go.
And sorry, I was thinking about my favorite Chris's. Shout out Chris Pratt.
Shout out my stepdad and my uncle.
So
My
Chris,
favorite Chris's.
I thought you were still talking about Chris Pratt, and I was like, how is that situation
It's like,
working
wait.
out? Like, Chris Pratt, first of all, is your stepdad, but he's also your uncle. What's the deal?
This
here?
weird family dynamic here.
It is the South.
Everybody's
Continue,
really
Parker.
close, you know. So the Lonely Island. Never have I wanted to go to a concert just to laugh.
Never
And I
have I
had
ever.
some great laughs at that show. They came
Yeah.
out, and the first song they played was, "We're on stage. We're on stage. We can see you, but you can't see us. We're on stage. We're on stage." And it was just so fun. They came out and they were like, "We're going to set up some rules for the concert before we get started. Number 1, no," it was like, "have fun. Number 2, no tunneling under stage." And everybody's like, "Boo." And they're just like, all right, calm down. And number 3 was make sure to use 2-step verification, talking about credit cards and stuff. And number 4 was like, don't hack us. It was just,
yeah.
it was a great time. It was a
Dude.
great time for sure.
My aunt Tori used to tell me that I like looked like Andy Samberg in middle school, and that's kind of what I was going for a little bit. Now that I think about it,
I
just
don't see it.
dude,
Your personality reminds me of Andy Sandberg.
just think middle school me with that long ass hair. When he had
When
long ass
he
hair,
had his
and like
long hair.
that's when he was on SNL still, and
Yeah.
dude, it was like that was like my idol for a couple years. Hot Rod, have you ever seen that
Hot
movie?
Rod is an amazing film.
Hot
was
Rod
really
is
good.
dude, when he falls down that mountain. That's
And
one of
it's, yes, he's just falling for like 30 minutes.
No, he falls literally for like 3 straight minutes, just hitting trees and shit. I just remember watching it. I was like, just geeking for like the whole time. The moment I thought it was gonna stop, like he was gonna stop falling, he just kept going, for like
kept
another
going.
35 seconds. I was like, oh my gosh! And like right before that, he was doing like a fucking like
He was just trying to
aerobic
like.
session in like the forest. Like what the fuck was this guy doing?
It's so funny because he was just trying to like jump this very small pool and it like could not do it.
Yo, if you haven't seen Hot Rod, I suggest
Do yourself
watching
a
that.
favor.
dude. Seriously, it's
Where
one,
can I watch it at?
online, dude. You can find anything online. If you can't,
Whoa! We are not promoting
I'm
illegal
promoting
movies.
illegal downloading. If you can't find it online, you're either A, computer challenged, or B, too lazy to even try. So, yeah. I on the way here, man, I was thinking of like just my driving pet peeves. I don't know why. I was just getting so pissed on the road, like driving here today.
I feel so. What are your pet peeves? Like, what bugs you the most about other drivers?
Just like people like staying in the far right lane on the interstate when I'm trying to get on,
Yeah.
and
If it's a semi, I can forgive it.
no.
If it's a semi, I can forgive
I
it.
hate semi trucks with every fiber of my being, bro. I hate them.
Because we forget how necessary they are.
They're not though. Think of that.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
hey,
are.
yo, Amazon has drones now. Okay, they can deliver whatever anywhere. Don't tell me that.
How many-
coming at me with this?
First of
Parker's the
all,
one that brought up the
John
point.
Braxton Bezos has nothing to do with the process.
Wait, hold on. First of all, did you just call me Bezos?
Isn't that his last name, Jeff Bezos?
Is that a good guy to be called?
Dude, he's balling out of control.
Yeah, he's literally balling
Oh,
so
I have
hard,
no
mother
idea who
truckers
he
want to
is.
find him.
Dude, hold on. I gotta keep talking. I'm gonna look up this fact real quick because I'm pretty sure, like, he got divorced, and his wife was like, after they got divorced, she became like top 10 richest women in the world, just like from their divorce. Because like he's worth like billions.
That doesn't make me happy.
I'm not
Jeff Bezos.
I'm not making that. I'm just saying like
That makes me happy for her. Get that money.
Hell
Continue
yeah,
though.
hell yeah.
She got it
But
through
no-
divorce.
It doesn't
I
matter.
don't give a shit.
He shouldn't have been
marry her.
shitty.
Well, that's a good point.
He was cheating.
Was he?
He's
I
Jeff
don't know.
Bezos.
He's
he probably
billions,
could have
probably.
had
But
whatever
that's
he
all I'm
wanted.
trying to say about being compared to Jeff Bezos.
Okay,
Is like,
cool. I just
that
didn't
dude.
know
That
who he
dude's so
was.
rich. He got divorced, and his wife became like top 5 richest women in the world. I'm about to look that up, so I'm not talking out my ass.
So can you look something up for me? Because I've always heard this, and I heard this from one of my science professors at MT. But apparently, Bill Gates has a girlfriend that he like stays with 1 week out of the year, like, and his wife's totally cool with it. Like, I don't know.
See,
it's-
so it's interesting you say that.
Holy shit!
Which, I
sorry
mean-
to cut you off. I got the.
no,
I
you're
got
good.
the.
What's up? What's with the facts?
So it says Mackenzie, which is Jeff Bezos' wife, is leaving the marriage as one of the richest women in the world. This is April 5th, 2019, by the way. With a $35.7 billion fortune, she ranks third behind L'Oreal's heiress Francois Bettencourt Myers.
Not Francois Bettencourt Myers.
That's my wife.
But it just goes on. That's just crazy. They're like, she gets divorced, and now she's the third richest woman in the world.
And now she's hanging out with Oprah.
You could, dare I say it, that's the biggest win in divorce history. I mean, am I wrong? That's the biggest win ever.
I mean,
Unless you've
whoever
been
got-
in a domestic abusive
I was
relationship.
about to say.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm just talking
Or
about.
unless you were married.
No,
to
I
Trump.
completely
talking
agree
about
with
lump
you.
sum
Hold
of
on.
money. I'm not talking about, like-
emotional like victory and triumph for women who have
Y'all are,
been through
y'all are
torturous.
going so deep
like,
with it. Like, hey, man,
remember,
remember these layers. And I'm just like, yo, she fucking made a rack.
like, no,
I
we
can't
don't
even remember
want-
what we were talking about before that.
The
Area
Area
51.
51.
That
That's
was
what we started at,
That was
yeah.
literally the first thing we talked about. That was like 20 minutes ago.
I feel like we didn't get deep enough into that because
Who even cares, dude?
I care,
Well-
dog. Do you realize
They have Poseidon in their lane.
Yeah.
What
like
are we
the
gonna
god
do?
Of the sea.
And horses. What, you like horses? We
have
got
to
him in the
Naruto
back.
Run. We have to Naruto run.
I do like horses.
Think about it. If you Naruto ran at Area 51, would they be able to do anything to you? Yes.
No, we
Dude,
run faster than the bullets.
in the
We use our
Facebook-
jutsu.
In the Facebook page, it says we have to Naruto run so their bullets cannot hit us or some shit.
So it wasn't Zuckerberg that made that.
I know. I was
group.
joking about that.
Oh, okay. I was like, it was just some random ass dude.
Wouldn't
that
it have been
made this
dope if
joke.
Zuckerberg was like,
He's like,
approved it?
hey guys, let's get them?
I mean,
really like us to
I'm
go
sure
to Area
he's
51.
cool with not cool with area, but he's cool with people like going to Facebook to look at it. There's no telling how much he's probably
Dude,
made.
he doesn't give a damn.
He doesn't,
That-
as long as people are using fucking Facebook.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, 1.5 million people agreed to go to an event on my platform. Nice.
How much does he make a minute? Because I know David Price
Not
right
as
now
much
makes
as-
$32 a minute.
Not
David
as
Price,
much as
like
the
the pitcher?
guy.
Yeah,
He makes $32 a minute.
dog. He's like one of the highest paid MLB players.
Dude, imagine waking up to take a piss and you just made like $64.
It was 2 days ago. No, I'm playing.
Oh my
so
gosh.
one thing that I thought about, even if they don't actually do the run, like storm it, there's been a lot of questions brought up and like curiosity just about aliens in general. Like especially for me, I was like, okay, Area 51, we've all like known about it or whatever. But now like it's kind of like a trending topic, and I've started looking at new evidence that I never thought about before.
Watch the Bob Lazar, Joe Rogan experience
Yes.
podcast.
Me and
Guess who
JB watched
showed
some
it
of
to him?
That shit's crazy.
John showed him.
Dude, Element 115, like 115. I don't know. That kind of convinced me.
I
about
was
that
like,
guy.
Nazi zombies, eh?
Yeah.
World at war. If you play Call of Duty, you already know all that. But like when they were talking about that, I was like, come on, talk to something I don't know.
No. Give me some new information.
I knew about this in 2012. Come on now.
I've been fighting the hordes of the undead.
I beat every Easter egg in Black Ops 1, okay?
Call me big achievement.
No, but that, yeah, I think aliens are real. Bottom line, I think the universe is too big for aliens not to.
You can't look at my gamer score and tell me aliens aren't real.
So
My
this
shit
is,
says 1 million.
this is the real question.
That's off the charts.
Are yes, aliens are probably real, like different civilizations, but have any visited Earth? I feel like that is the more controversy.
Bro,
than the
how do we have the
existence.
pyramids?
They built them. No, I'm joking. That's a big thing in my mind. But aliens,
How did we get the trumpet? Sailor's like a brass woodworker, and
Boltzmann.
well, if you must know,
I happen to have the information on hand.
a guy named Heimlich Herkel from Berlin
I
in
feel like that was a
1633.
Nazi.
Heimlich
In
Trumplet.
1633.
Oh no, not then. But that sounded like a very like
He was like-
Actually,
Nazi officer.
nah, I'm just playing. I
Okay.
don't even know how it was made, to be honest.
Dude,
I was ready for it.
looking at these audio levels, I'm gonna have to normalize the hell out of this. But yo, aliens have for real been massive in my brain for like the last 3 years because there's no way that just aliens don't exist. There's no way you
Have
can't.
I ever showed you that how big the universe is video? Just how
Yeah,
big-
it's like there's the Earth, and then it shows like the nearest star besides the sun, and then it's like, then it just zooms out even farther and farther.
like to all the galaxies that are just within our group of galaxies. I don't know.
it's just people. Our
it's
brain
sad.
can't fathom it, like how big the universe is.
You know, I thought about that today. Like, the things that we're concerned about from day to day life. What I feel like, what if we saw like a whole nother species doing something completely different? Like, I feel like if we saw that, like aliens living their life in like a community or whatever they were doing would completely change our idea of what we should be doing. Maybe not necessarily for some people, but I would question it all. Like, we use paper from trees for money, you know, to pay for objects and stuff. Like, I wonder what they're doing in their communities. Like,
That's what John was saying at the beginning. Is like if we did find out that aliens existed, it would change.
everything.
Yeah, it would change
Right.
everything about
religion, economy, like
I mean, do y'all think that change is necessary? Do y'all think that would be good? Or
It would be catastrophic.
I think it would change life as we know it. I
Yeah.
think it's hard to really pinpoint what would happen, like, because there's no frame of reference to say like, yo, this would happen if aliens existed.
I mean, you can
'Cause,
think
I
about
mean,
it,
if you
though.
really think about it though, like, we're probably aliens to people who lived in 1910. You know, with all the shit that we live with. You know, like this phone, this computer, this mic that we're talking on. People barely had electricity back then. People would walk outside of their house to take a shit, bro. Like,
Can
imagine
you imagine
that.
that
yo.
torture?
you're talking. So they.
I'm just saying, like, the way we live today is completely foreign and not even a concept in a person's mind in like 1910. Not maybe someone's mind, like a
Well,
fucking future
think about Da
scientist who's
Vinci,
trying.
though,
yeah,
dog.
that dude's not a normal person.
There was
He's-
a lot of people
yeah.
who were
He's not.
ahead
He's
of
not
their
a stonemason. A
times.
guy that wakes up every day says, "I'm about to hit a rock, turn it into a nicer rock today." He's like, "How the fuck do I create something
A
that someone can
helicopter.
fly?" Like, he's on another level. You
But
know.
also in 1984, they talk about like how we'll have TVs on the walls and like headphones on our ears. I'm saying that like aliens now, if we discovered a new group of aliens or they discovered us and their technology, it would appear like magic to us. Like we wouldn't even be able to come up with the concept. Because like back then they had the idea of like what cars would be or that we would eventually be able to see each other through screens. Like they did have concepts like that. I'm talking like concepts that change our whole laws of physics, like anti-gravity or like dark energy type deals.
See, because those would be
Okay.
important to some degree, but I feel like it would just change everybody because of the implications it would have on society. All the loonies would be correct, and if all the loonies are correct, that's an interesting thought.
You can't really say all the loonies are correct because there are people that believe in aliens that are just like me. I believe in aliens and I play Xbox and I don't like look at my Xbox like, are you fucking watching me, dude?
I mean, it is.
I don't be
I
putting
took my
tape
Connect
over.
out a long time ago.
I don't be putting duct tape over my Connect.
I'm like,
Dude.
like, quit watching me. I'm not like that. Like dudes like that, they're like, yo, don't drink milk, okay? there's antimicrobial bots in there. Then they're
Oh,
they're in there
shit.
to cause like cholesterol problems. It's like whoa. Pretty sure it's just the way it's made. It's kind of fucked for you, but
Hey, bro, you got a good kill right then. You know what a good kill is? The slow death of America, thanks to dairy products.
it's like, nah, bro. I think that's just.
And you're like, are you just
you
lactose,
just-
You're
bro?
like,
And he's
you,
like,
you
I'm
just got a
so
UAV,
intolerant.
dog. Just use it. Like, I'm trying to see where they are on the map.
It's like, bro, are you sure you're dying from all this shit because you just sit in a room all day that's dark as hell and you sit on a computer for 16 hours?
look up vitamin C, dog. Like, that's
pretty
what
sure,
you need.
Pretty sure my cholesterol would be hella high if I sat in a chair for 16 hours. He's got fucking wrist straps on. He's like, oh my god, one more article, one more blog post. Aliens are fucking real, guys. You gotta trust me.
Reddit, you're not gonna believe this one.
Antimicrobial bots in the milk. Write it down.
We're dying.
Oh my gosh.
We're not real.
Yeah, we are fake humans.
You know the brothers that created the Matrix are ladies now?
I think we talked about that.
Maybe. I
like
mean, it's
in like
Both of them?
it's yes,
Yeah.
not just one of them. Both.
they entered the Matrix, bro.
I mean, they are twins, so.
Were they always just like?
Do identical? Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, I bet one of them was like, "I'm a girl," and the other one was like, "What am I if I don't become a girl? I'm a girl too." Like,
He's like, I think
I feel the need.
I don't want to get into this. This is
The need for V. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my fucking
Okay, so here's a question.
Michael Jackson.
do y'all
Yes.
like? do y'all like putting it in the butt,
Oh my gosh.
What?
Parker? You make me question you sometimes.
Yeah.
Bro.
dude?
You're-
I
it's
can't
like
help
every
it. I'm trying
podcast-
to
He's
talk
trying to
to
get
y'all
that
about
stank.
it.
Every podcast, he's like, "Yo,
Anal.
guys, I know we've been sitting in a room with each other for the last hour, but I have a boner."
I have a boner. What are we doing about
So,
Nothing.
do identical twins look at each other? Like, I've asked this to Jonas and Danny, and they've just looked at me. Do identical twins look at each other and be like, "Are you my brother or are you my clone?" Because think about
That's
that.
probably the wrong like twin like couple to ask. Like, those dudes are not like thinking like, "Are you my clone?" They're like,
but-
"Hey, you look like me." Hey,
Let's get a beer.
I fuck with Danny and
Shout
Jonas.
out Danny
heavy,
and
dude.
Jonas.
I see them at like fucking Academy all the time, dude. It's pretty lit.
We should get Danny on here.
Ask him that same question again.
Nah, we can't have narcs on the show. Shout out to Danny and Jonas, but we also do not approve of 12 on the show.
Nah, he's cool.
we smoke a lot of weed on this podcast.
Hey,
I mean,
I don't.
Hey, we
I vaporize it.
we take in a lot of medicinal herbs in Washington State in this video.
Yo, chill. I thought you were about to light the fucking mic.
Oh, no.
I was like, John, chill. You're not smoking the mic. Oh man.
No, that only happens when I spit my lyrics.
Ah.
You know something funny that happened at Bonnaroo? I wore that Canadian flag in the right-hand corner of the room the entire freaking time. And I told everybody who asked that I was from Canada. Now, what's interesting is, number one, I didn't know how many people from Canada would be at Bonnaroo. Number two, I didn't know how many people would either A, drill me on it, or B, just completely accept it, or C, just like try to start a weird conversation with me because of it. Like,
They're like, oh, Toronto, eh?
so everybody was first of all,
Oh, I'm from
like-
Vancouver.
everybody was like,
I'm about to go
Ontario.
to the roof.
They just assumed I was from Ontario because like I was English speaking.
Oh,
So
like, oh,
I-
Ontario, yeah.
So I'd immediately tell everybody like Ontario, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's a bet. I love you." Or, "What part of Ontario?"
Be like the South part.
So I waited, and sure enough, the third or fourth person, they didn't ask me. They just said, "Where are you from?" "Ontario." "Dude, I'm from Barrie." I was like, "Man, that's great to hear." He's like, "Bro, have a great Bonnaroo." I was like, "Barrie." And so then I just ran with that the whole time, and I'd tell people Barrie, and they'd be like, "Right outside the city, really?" I'd be like, "I mean, what else?" Like,
Like, fuck yeah.
I'm down.
All kinds of shit going down there. No, like,
I'm gonna take a trip to Canada.
hell yeah. You remind me a lot of my brother with that, dude. Because, if you look at my brother, he's kind of like one of those racially ambiguous people, you know, like you can't really pin it down to anything. Like he's Laotian, but he's like half Laotian, half
Oh, like
white.
how you can't tell if I'm black or not.
No,
Rashida Jones, the chick
yeah,
that
like
plays
that's a perfect
yeah.
thing. Like if you try to guess what Rashida Jones was, you'd probably be wrong 4 or 5 times before you actually got it right. But so what he does, he like I'm not talking about like what race she is. I'm talking about just like where
No,
she's from.
I'm not judging you, but that. Well, I was sitting here thinking like, what is Rashida Jones's race?
She's probably Filipino, I imagine. Doesn't
I
she
feel
say
That's
that?
racist again. No.
I feel like she's Caucasian.
I don't know.
She
what
might be.
I think she's mixed.
Jones.
I think I don't know.
I don't know.
That's besides the point. Besides the
But
point.
see, you're going off Jones, but Rashida.
That's racist.
I'm saying Jones is
I'm
a
saying
fairly-
I'm saying when you hear it and like, I just don't run into that many Rashidas. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying that I know a lot of white Jones out there. Hell, our neighbor is Mr. Jones. Like,
That's
And he's Hispanic. Well, what I was trying to say is that my brother, he for a while he would just wear like those like Hawaiian shirts, you know, just he had like a Nautica one.
oh those. I know exactly what you're
I
talking
know.
about.
I just he was just like, people would ask him like, "Yo, are you Hawaiian?" I'm not gonna lie, he hangs around people that are not smart people. they're stupid people. I love him. I love my brother, but he hangs out with stupid ass people. Like,
Shout out Lane's brother's friends.
yeah, no, fuck y'all.
Y'all are stupid.
He's like, yeah, I'm Hawaiian, man. And people would be like, he's just like, yeah, for sure. And he's like, they're like, oh, where are you from? He's like, Honolulu or some shit. I don't know.
Honolulu or some shit.
I love my brother, dude.
I would hope so.
Me and my uncle were talking about it. He's one of the few people that we think could be like a Navy SEAL, just because it's like he's so stubborn or hard-headed that like he just won't quit something that he starts. You know, it's like a good quality to have, but also a bad quality to have.
It's a curse and a blessing.
Because he'll do anything you ask him to do. Like, be like, yo, do this shit. Like, I bet you fucking won't. Like, that's the best way to get my brother to do something. I was like, dude, I bet you won't do this. And he's like, bro, watch me.
Why do I know that you've made this poor kid do so much shit now?
Dude, we were at my uncle's house. We were riding inner tubes and shit. And I was like, bro, stand up on that shit. And he's like, nah. I was like, bet you won't, bro. Bet you won't.
He said, facts. Watch it.
He's like, all right, bet. He just started spinning up, and my uncle just fucking yanks that shit, and he flies. Dude, like,
You skip across that water like a damn stone.
nah, dude. I remember one time I like fell off, and my back was just gliding across, and I had so much water running down my ass cheeks like a beer luge, bro.
Bro, imagine that,
It was-
and imagine Coach Martin out there riding the waves like a goat. That older gentleman. That's what he does for fun.
Coach
I
Martin,
remember
dude.
that's how he like introduced like why fitness was important to us. He said, "Well, look at me, and I jet ski." And we're like, "Well, all right."
He's like, I'm 76. I kind of look like shit, but I kind of look good too.
He's like, "Count your blessings, kid." And then he just did a Tebow and walked out. I don't know, like,
It's like, is this guy from this generation?
is this guy a god? Like,
He's like, so what I do is never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Oh man,
is Coach Martin going to Area 51?
Coach Warren's like, I ride jet skis so I can stay fit and go to Area 51. Look at this alien on my shoulder. That's why that's why fitness is important.
I'm running him back. I got him. This is my homie. We're doing it.
It's like, you want? He goes, kids, you want to know why not Area 51? You want to know why fitness is important? He's like, points to a door. He's like, just fucking alien runs out. He's like, that's why fitness is
That's
important.
why. I
Area
got that.
51
That's
raid.
me. Coach Martin. Look me up. Like,
Only got to make it out of Area 51 raid with an alien. Look at me.
look at me.
I look like shit, but I'm not that bad.
I'm not that bad.
Talking major shit on Coach Martin.
He's not
Our
even
football
the
team
coach
sucked.
yet.
I can do it.
Dang. Shout out John. But
Sorry, John. Y'all sucked, bro.
Oh dang.
We made it to the state tournament.
Y'all did?
Yeah,
I thought y'all just made it to playoffs. Is that like state tournament?
that's state tournament.
No, oh, my bad.
It's okay. Our baseball team was a lot better.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't think our football team was that great either. but
Shout out to the
I-
band.
Our
I
band
don't-
team was fucking litty.
I don't think it was y'all. I think it was other people.
You mean the coaching staff?
I mean, some of them and like some of the players.
If it's not
too.
the players,
I think as the players are getting too into the band halfway through.
yeah.
like,
I mean-
but could you blame them? I mean, Sailor Cole on the
So
trumpet.
tell
Dude,
me,
hold
and be
on,
honest,
guys, hold
was
on.
the band lit? Like, at
Oh
the
my
games
gosh.
and shit?
before we get into this, bro, we're talking shit on the football team. I just look at John. He looks so fucking sad.
And we're talking of
He
the
looks-
band.
So
Dude,
no.
He held the mic like down. He just kind of was just listening to us talk, not even really looking at us, looking at the wall. He's like, "Damn, did we? Was that bad?"
Was it all on me?
He's like, "I carry the weight of the football team on my shoulders."
Dude, that offensive line. I mean, Gavin and Drew were the homies, but for a long time.
But y'all
we-
fucking sucked.
No, they were decent.
Dude, I'm just fucking around. I don't. Dude, you look so sad now. I'm so sorry, John. I
It's
didn't
all
mean it. The
good.
football team wasn't that bad.
And yes, the band was lit. It got me hyped for some plays.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm not gonna
Only
lie.
when y'all played Mortal Kombat, though. That's the
yeah.
only time I was like, all right, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Y'all played Mortal Kombat?
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
I might have
dun,
been too
dun,
high at
dun,
those
dun.
games
Yeah.
to remember the Mortal Kombat. Dude, I feel bad for the people that had to like experience me like high, like when I was getting high for, like at first. Cause dude, I was going in there, and I was acting like a fucking madman. I was like, "What's fucking up, yo?" like I look back at like my first couple times smoking and going to football games. I'm like, dude, I bet people are like, "This guy's a fucking duck." Like this guy right here does not smoke.
Shout out to the first time me and Lane smoked and we got robbed. Like,
Oh my god.
What?
Preston, hey, dude, the first
The
this,
Wookster.
this might have been my sign to like, hey, maybe this isn't for you, bro. But
Do I need
first
to
time,
hit a lick?
the first time we're smoking, or first time we were about to smoke, we got all our friends together. I didn't even know we were about to smoke. I'm in my fucking Publix uniform. I look like shit.
we're about to get big smoke, though. Like,
Yeah.
we're about to get an eighth and just take it in the night type stuff of some Blue Dream back when we're sophomores talking about let's get faded.
I remember. I don't even know
Was
why
it
we just.
mid?
No, it was
Okay,
fire.
good.
We pulled up to Parker's and we were like, we were just chilling. I didn't anticipate like staying the night or nothing that night. He was like, yo. No, we were at Tyler's.
We were at Tyler's.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, you trying to smoke tonight? I was like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to
Maybe,
get
yeah.
high, yeah.
That sounds like a fun time. And so we hit up the guys or whatever to get the blast to come through.
To get the blast. Now you make me not want to smoke anymore. Are we getting the blast tonight, guys?
Shut the fuck up. And it was one of Preston's guys, and we come through. We're sitting there. Preston goes to get it, and we're sitting there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and Preston is just walking back, kind of like looking real shitty, you know. just
No,
like,
I'll never forget because we watched. We were all just looking at the little alleyway where they did
I
it.
wasn't watching. I was on my phone or something. Y'all saw this.
And we were all watching, and the guy just runs away. And we're like, oh. And then Preston comes out like, oh. And we're like, oh.
Like, dude, I remember this. Everyone's like, yo, he just ran away. I do remember this, and you were like, yo, he just fucking ran away. I was like, what? I look up from my phone. I just see Preston walking with his head down, just kind of like how John just looked. He's just like real sad, just like, yeah, I just got robbed.
And we were-
and they're in that Honda driving away, and everyone in the car's like, yo, you gotta chase him right now. I'm like, what are we gonna do?
Like-
I'm in a RAV4. This shit will go like 63 miles per hour on a good day. Like, we're
What
not catching him.
What was so funny about it all was that I'll never forget. See, I probably myself would have also copped out. Like, I can't be too mad at Preston, but I'll never forget the explanation he gave us. Like, he just pulled up, and the guy was like, hey, so, like, you got the money? Hey, let me, go ahead and get that. And before Preston handed him the money, apparently, I'm not sure if it went like this, but this is how I remembered it. He said the guy just, like, flashed the gun in his back, like, just, like, barely like this. And he's like, don't try nothing. And he, like, put it back down in there. And Preston was just like, and handed him the money. And I got to be thinking, like, somebody just flashes a gun, and I haven't even given you the money yet. I'm going to just walk away.
I don't think that happened.
I
bro.
remember he told me he flashed the gun.
I could be wrong, but I don't think that happened. I literally think he showed him the weed, handed him the money, and the dude
And
just fucking
ran.
jetted. Like, Because I remember Preston, he like looked down and sat, and he looked hella confused. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I remember somehow later that night we scrounged up $40.
Yo, I copped a. we went to fucking Publix, and they were about to put money in the coin store. I was like, dude, look at me. I work at Publix. Just go up to the front counter and say, cash me out. And he's like, all right, fuck it. And they fucking found as much change as we probably found $20 in change, and
Took it up there, got a crisp $20 bill. I hit somebody up who hit somebody up. Next thing you know, we were at the apartment with some sketchy white dude who gave us some.
we had a 40 sack, and then
Got litty.
I
have a
blacked
picture
out,
from that night
continued
on my
blacking out
phone.
from the rest of for the rest of that night. Caleb threw up.
The picture on my phone from that night, it's so funny because I like keep my Instagram clean just because a bunch of my family follows me. And Lane, Caleb, and like everybody were throwing up a bunch of birds. I don't think Caleb
I was
knows
just
that I think
flicking
about
off
it.
the camera.
But Lane was literally just like in front, middle finger in face, like, and I literally just put black bars over their fingers, and it's so obvious.
Dude.
I remember that. Now that you say that.
Oh my god! I think I remember that shit.
Dude,
too
I'm
now,
wearing a
bro.
tank top in that picture. Like,
We all look like shit,
we all look like we're doing drugs.
dude. I don't know. I kind of miss those times. You know,
I'm
don't-
not.
I was thinking about like, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like the times where you would just like feel like sketched out, and, like doing something like, yo, I shouldn't be watching this TV show right now. Like if my mom or something comes in, like I'm gonna get in trouble. I kind of miss those days, bro. Just like if my mom comes in and sees me watching Final Destination 3 right now, she's gonna ground me from my TV and then like probably take it away. Like
That's why me and John just play porn in the living room TV sometimes, and it's kind of like a game we play with each other. And if you
Like-
come in and catch the other person watching porn, then you lose.
the confused face on John's. He's like,
I've never lost.
this is-
So clearly, you see, I'm doing a great job.
This is a game that John didn't know he was playing.
John, you've been doing great. I haven't caught you.
He's like, I haven't caught you either, John. No, it's like
We
just
should wash this
like
couch.
when I used to come over and smoke with y'all and stuff.
I was
oh
about to
my
say,
god,
what?
you just
We gotta wash this couch.
No, there is no we. There's only I, which is
Yeah,
you.
you.
Yeah,
Washing
John
that
Braxton
There's only
is
I,
washing the
as in
couch.
JP
I
washing this
vacuumed the
couch.
cushions.
John Braxton in a world where seamen are taking on the couch.
In a world where Parker keeps jacking off on the couch, one man must clean it up with only his bare hands. John Braxton
In
casting
tongue
couch
to-
10.
Tongue to couch.
Revenge of the
10.
couch.
Why am I the protagonist in this film? I don't want to be.
You opted
You're
in
the
for
hero.
it, bro.
You're the hero that we all need, not the one that
we
we
deserve.
Want. I don't know.
You,
Fine.
John, you are the hero
You're the
that
hero
we
that-
at the apartment need, not the hero we deserve.
I appreciate that.
It's okay.
Also,
You're gonna lick my
John-
semen off the couch.
Also, John, I just want to watch an hour and a half movie of you just like finding like jizz and
Just
like
cum,
different
just-
different crevices of the couch. Like, how the fuck did this get here? Like, it's inside the couch in the metal. You're like,
See, it really
You're
just
just watching it and you're like, this is a Scorsese piece. God damn.
this is
See-
score scary.
this is what the movie would actually go like. John would hear through rumors that there was semen on the couch. He would take a black light, and even if he found a microscopic amount of my DNA on this couch,
But-
the movie would not proceed with him cleaning the couch. The rest of the movie would be a suspense thriller.
It'd be Saw 5.
It would,
Who came on my couch?
John chases Parker to the ends of the earth.
One man, John Braxton.
One pussy, Parker Shoemaker, must
One
escape
country,
certain
Australia.
death.
He doesn't like the
I'm not a
Australians.
big fan.
Yeah, that's why it's even better that you're there. You're in the Aussie desert. That's the one place John wouldn't think to look, but you're there, and he went there anyways.
I'd be dead already.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's actually ever gone across the entire outback on their own.
I mean, bro, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris swam through it.
You're like, it's made of land, and Jane Lane's like, I know what I said.
I know what I said. What was that joke? Jesus can walk on water, but Chuck Norris can swim through land.
Chuck Norris can drown a fish.
Dude, that's how me and Parker became friends. Like, genuinely.
Telling Chuck Norris
Chuck
jokes.
Norris.
Chuck Norris jokes.
What's the one with him in the push-ups? He doesn't push it up.
He
against
pushes
the
the
earth.
earth down.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris doesn't turn the lights on when he comes into a room. He just turns the dark off. Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle. This one time,
Did
Chuck
you-
Norris was on top inside of an RV with a female companion. Some semen actually managed to make its way into the fuel exhaust. That RV is now Optimus Prime.
I think, didn't you have a book of Chuck Norris
Yes,
jokes?
I still have the book.
Dude, where is it?
My mom's house.
Dude, you got to get that. Next time, we'll just have, like, at the very end, we'll end it with a Chuck Norris joke. just every time.
Speaking of ending it, I'm leaving the podcast right now.
Oh,
I
it is
quit.
4:30.
I don't want to be with y'all anymore. I'm done with this.
I mean, I think this is a good place to end. 45 minutes is pretty solid.
Then I guess we're not ending with me just peacing out and going to work.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm going to go do.
So, anything else before you leave, bro? You want to say anything?
Buy the Boatman's EP. Visit Brewer Brothers Farms. Shout out Lane.
Swag. All right, y'all. You can go ahead and drop the mic. Get the fuck out of here. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another podcast. That was Peace Wizard. He's a little hoe. You already know that. Get the hell out of here. I just want to say sorry for it being such a long time in between podcasts. I've been slacking like a bitch. It was me, Casey Lane.
John Braxton Brewer.
This is Sailor, a.k.a. Boltman.
Boltman.
All right, I just want to say fuck you.